All right, everyone. Welcome back to Wild Nights. Today, I've got a really cool guest for you. Especially if you're into fashion, this is the guy to talk to, okay? He's designed for Lil Keed, he's designed for Gunna, he's designed for a lot of people. So we got an amazing guest. I want to go ahead and introduce you to Nick Malan out of Kansas City here. Nick, go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself, man.
Um, yeah, so my other name is Payne. I go by and my brand name is R Unlimited because my old nickname used to be RR. So I kind of just merged the two, and then Unlimited is like, um, I feel like there's no ceiling. I
Yeah.
feel like I don't have a ceiling, and I feel like I need to push that. I feel like with anything I'm doing, like I'm a perfectionist, so I feel like there's no cap, there's no limit to what I'm trying to do. So I just named it I put my nickname with Unlimited, and then I pushed it. So yeah.
Bet. So, man, you're heavy in the design world, man. I can tell by your style and I can tell by the conversation we had off air. Tell us a little bit about what you're doing in the fashion world, man.
Ooh, I'm doing a lot. So yeah, so the Gunna stuff was COVID, and that was crazy. And looking back to that was 6 years ago. Like that was like what really kicked everything off. And then ever since then, it's just been trial and error. Like,
Yeah.
you think you know shit, but you really don't. Like, you gotta boots on the ground, and you learn a lot of new shit, especially in this industry. Like, and I like to do things by myself. Like, I don't nobody helps me make designs or like, so I'm learning this stuff by myself.
Yeah.
And from that video shoot to now, like, I took a break. I took like a 6 month break, and like I had to find myself again. Because I was so like, I gave it everything I had. Like,
Yeah.
not sleeping, you're not eating. You're not doing nothing else but dedicating yourself to your craft. If you want to make it, that's what's gonna separate you from everybody else.
Yeah.
And I learned that when I was fresh out of high school. So, but that catches up to you. When
Right.
you neglect your day to day life. So I had to learn how to live life. I had to learn how to live my life, and like, I don't know, man. Everything just came together. Like, cause I always had the vision. It's just you gotta find a way to put the vision. You gotta find a way to sell the vision. You gotta
Yeah.
you gotta find a way to make people buy into your vision. Into what you're pushing. And having to reinvent myself, but like stay true to my roots. Like,
Yeah.
it's a lot, bro. It's a lot going on for sure.
Yeah, man. Well, that's cool. I know you and I kind of got into the conversation about the Gunna shoot.
Yeah.
Can you walk the viewers through that? Because that sounds like it was not only a cool experience, but it sounds like some shit went down too, bro. Can you kind of paint a picture of that day for us?
Oh man. So first time in Atlanta, and um, I'm just feeling so much shit. Like, I'm away from home. I'm kind of homesick. Like, and I'm like, I'm fighting that, and then I'm fighting like, what if this doesn't go well? Like, what if I fuck this up? Like, because mind you, when I got out there, I had no idea I was gonna be doing that.
Yeah.
That was like a spontaneous. I got a DM when I was in the Airbnb, um, from a stylist. I got a DM from Lil Keed stylist, like, yo, we need this, and this. We need you here at this time. And I told you, bro, my scissors break, and I'm in the B&B trying to cut these pants, and my scissors break.
Right.
And I'm like, I can't Uber to Walmart and get scissors. Like, actually, no, I tried. I tried to Uber to Walmart to get scissors, but the Walmart was boarded up. And during COVID, they had the Walmart boarded up, bro. I was fucking sick.
Oh shit.
So then I go in the little cabinet thing, and I pull out a knife, and I'm like, you know what? I'm about to just. I told my photographer I was like, just hold these, and I'm gonna just start cutting. And I started, I made it work, bro. Cause you get an opportunity like that, you can't blow it off. So, like, it gave me confidence once I put it together and it looked good. That gave me the boost I needed, and it was just a matter of just getting there. So then we Ubered to Lil Keed's house, and it was just love as soon as I met him, bro. Like
Yeah.
it was a connection that we had that was like immediately, you know? And it was like, man, like he had all these painting, like all these drawings and shit on his walls and shit. And you know, in Atlanta, that's a normal thing. People like paint their walls and with all sorts of crazy shit. So that was new to me, seeing all that. And then he was like, he put the pants on and he was just like, he lit up. Like his whole demeanor changed when he put the pants on. And then it just gave him like a boost, you know?
That had to be a surreal feeling for
bro.
you, man. Because like you put that together, that's a 101 creation.
Yeah.
And his face just lights up.
And he liked it, yeah. And it fit perfectly. Like I was eyeballing it because I'm like, I've never made pants for a celebrity before, bro. Like what happens if I make these pants and something's wrong? They don't fit right. They fit in perfect. Yeah. Both pairs fit in perfect. And like it was just a vibe that we had. And he was like, bro, you can stay here. It was like, you just met me.
Yeah.
And he was like, you can stay here and work and like all these things. And it was just real genuine, bro. It was real genuine. And we went to the video shoot. Like that was my first time riding in a black truck, like in a Sprinter.
Yeah.
And I just felt like it all felt so surreal, you know, because like I'm here, you know?
Yeah.
And it's happening so quick. And it's like riding in a Sprinter and shit. And it's like you start feeling important and shit, you know? I never had felt like that in my life, you know? And
so what were you originally in Atlanta for?
Damn, that was COVID. So I went out there thinking I was gonna link up with Gunna, you know.
Okay.
I went out there, like, cause I had got word. I told you I had got word that, you know, it needed to happen.
Sure.
So I'm out there on a limb, bro. I'm really out there on a limb, and mind you, at this time I was cool with a lot of people who were around Playboy Cardi. Okay. So, I'm out there, like I had been making clothes for them, but they're not celebrities, you know. So I'm making clothes for them, and I'm thinking when I get out there, like I got that guaranteed, you know.
Yeah.
And then the key stuff happened, so that's why I told you I was thinking I was gonna go out there to link up with Playboy Cardi.
Yeah.
And then like I had Gunna in the back burner, and then Key just came out of nowhere. They were together, so.
Bro, you got some good ass problems to have.
I know, yeah.
Bro, you're gonna link up with Playboy Cardi, and then Lil Keed hits you up, and Gunna hits you up, dude. That's got to be a surreal moment, man. Like I can't even put myself in your shoes, like in that experience, because I was living in Atlanta at the time, but I had no exposure to those guys, man.
Yeah.
Especially that like YSL group, man. They're on top of the world in 2020, man.
Yeah.
I mean, really, you got Gunna, you got Thug, you got Keed. I mean,
and this
that's
is right
heavy,
before
bro.
Cardi dropped a whole lot of red too. So this was like that anticipation was like, yeah, it was big. Like that was a whole era. That was crazy.
So you're in the Sprinter van. You get to the shoot. What happens at the shoot?
So the first spot was cool. It was like an abandoned house or whatever. It was cool, you know. That was like I'm just minding my business. I'm just sitting there while they're shooting it, you know, just minding my business. And I'm just talking to people because I have on these crazy ass pants. Like, I made these crazy pants, and people just kept asking me about these pants. And I got this fat ass COVID mask on, and I'm like trying to talk to all these people, and I'm like, bro, I don't even live here.
Yeah.
Like, it's obvious I don't live here. I got on a battle jacket and shit, like, and so it was quite the feeling, bro. Talking to all these people, and like, people appreciate something different, you know.
Yeah.
People appreciate something they haven't seen before, you know, and something they haven't felt before either. Because I realized when I left, it wasn't just the clothes that I had on; it was the energy I was putting into my work.
Yeah.
But I'm young, so I don't know these things, you know. But the first spot was cool, and then we moved to the second spot, and that is when like shit got crazy.
So what went down?
So we go to Shady Park, which is where Gunna's from. Everybody's there, and then we're on Cleveland too. So I get to see Bobo. I'm with Ian Connor and shit. I'm like, you know, like I said, R5 was there, like, and that's before I really knew who R5 was. And Problem Child was there, like everybody was there, bro. Like all the Atlanta, like underground legends at the time, bro, like were outside, and I felt like an alien, bro. But anyway, so everybody's outside. It's like it looks like Iraq, bro. Everybody's walking guns. It's like,
Yeah.
you can't do that shit out here. And I'm out there. I'm just minding my business, bro. I'm not scared or nothing, but I'm just minding my business. So then it starts out cool, and I'm thinking in the back of my head, I see a lot of like it's just a lot of people out here, you
Yeah.
know. And you bring out these A-list celebrities, like. Something's bound to happen because you don't
Right.
have all the security out. The hood is a security,
Yeah.
and that doesn't always go as planned. And so they had like all these cars in the middle of the street in Shady Park, and there was a Sprinter, the Sprinter that we came in, parked on the side. And I was out there. I was just talking to a lot of people, just networking and shit. And I got this weird feeling, bro. I got this feeling that something came over me and was like, go sit in the Sprinter.
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't question it. I went and got in the Sprinter immediately. And I sat in the Sprinter, and then like 5 minutes later, I just hear boom, 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 boom. Like it just rattles out. Like, and I look out and I see all the cars that were spinning around Gunna and Keed at the video shoot. Like, a miscommunication that happened between two people. And somebody just pulled that shit out and just started shooting.
Yeah.
And then mind you got an A-list celebrity out there in the middle of the crowd, bro.
Yeah.
And they're just shooting. And people getting hit. I look out the window, I see somebody, he's just white shirt, just soaked. And they're dragging him through the grass, bro. And I'm looking out the Sprinter and I'm like, yo, like this is crazy. Like, and the video was called Fox 5.
Yeah.
And then it goes on the news. That's crazy. It's like some things are just, but the feeling I got of like go get in the Sprinter was crazy, But yeah, that's probably the wildest shit. That shit was like, it was like I was in a Call of Duty match or something. That shit was just ringing.
Just hear that shit popping off.
Yeah, and my man's was still out there. My photographer was still out there.
Yeah.
Like, and he left his phone in his bag in the Sprinter. So we're still in the Sprinter. I'm in the Sprinter with my other guy that was out there, and he opens the Sprinter door, and he has his Draco, and he opens the Sprinter door, and he's like, he thinks he's Tony Montana. He's standing outside he's standing in the middle of the Sprinter doors with this fat ass gun, and he's like ready to shoot. And I'm like, see, but yeah, I mean, and what was crazy? I wasn't even scared. Like I was poised, and
ice in your veins, bro.
that shit was crazy for sure. And then my man's got lost out there. He didn't have his phone, so we couldn't find him. We go back to Keith's place. We couldn't find him. And then eventually I get a call, like, we found him. Because one of the videographers knew who he was because we introduced ourselves and shit. So they came back to the spot, and we talked about it. It was crazy, bro. They went back to the spot and, like, just started recording like nothing happened. Yeah. And I'm just like, you know what? Like, fuck it. So, yeah, that was crazy.
That's a day in the life of Atlanta, man. When I was living in Atlanta, I saw somebody get their brains blown out at a bar, dude. It was wild, man. There were two guys fighting over a girl.
Oh, my God.
This was at Dive Bar, Buckhead. I don't even think the murder, it's crazy. I mean, it's clear who the guy was, but I don't think it ever got solved officially. But, yeah, two guys fighting over a girl. They get kicked out. One guy leaves. The other guy stays on the patio. We think it's done. About 5 minutes later, a car comes up. Slows down, windows down, boom, right in the head, man. It's one of the wildest things I've ever seen, and it was Atlanta, man. So Atlanta's a wild city.
It is wicked.
It is a wild. It's fucking wild out there. But that had to be like a bonding experience almost, like
trauma bond for
you
sure.
know, yeah, with
to
some
me
of those
and Key,
people.
that's what I say. It was like we already had a connection immediately, and then that shit happened, and like he looked out for me, and that just felt like that was a bond that we had, and but yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man. So do you keep in touch with like Gunna? I mean, obviously Lil Keed, R.I.P., but like, do you keep in touch with Gunna and any of those guys from YSL?
See, that situation is really tricky, bro, because a lot of people were talking about shit they shouldn't have been talking about, as everybody knows.
Yeah.
And I was working with a lot of those guys, and I was cool with a lot of them, and I came back to Atlanta after that, and I linked up with some more of them, and we did some work together and stuff, and Um, that's another crazy night. Is we were on the way to a Young Thug and Future recording session,
Yeah.
and it's raining and we're driving. We're going up this ramp on the highway, and we spin out going up the ramp, and we smack this barrier. We smack another barrier, and we fall off the highway, bro. Like we go straight down, like into this fat ass ditch, bro. And like my jaw, my mouth was open. It was going by so fast. My mouth was open, and my jaw just went like you could just hear it. Like I smacked the wood. You could hear my whole shit. Just it was crazy. I thought I was dead when I got out the car.
Shit.
It all happened so fast, and like I mean, I learned a lot, bro. But that's crazy. All that shit was happening during COVID and during when I was out there with all the YSL guys and shit. And then I was still in touch with Gunna and shit. And you know, when you link up with these people, like you only get to publicly push like the video shoot and like this and that. Like when you link up with these guys, especially somebody like me, I'm not telling you about it, and I can't post it, I can't record it. You know, that's just so. We've had different encounters and things like that after, but you don't push it publicly. And then shit, all that shit happened, bro. All that shit had happened. That's when I met R5. I met R5 in person. And it was one of those things like how it was with Keed. It was like he was like one of the only people who came to my B&B and like was really fucking with what I had going on, you know? And I met him, and I met another guy by the name of Demon, Blessed Demon. That was crazy, bro. I was young, super young, and these guys pull up and like showing me real love, you know, like, and that was crazy, bro. Like, so Atlanta was definitely those first couple times I went were definitely like it was always something wild, bro.
Yeah, man. It sounds like it.
Yeah, bro.
So let me ask you, where do you see yourself in the next year or two, man? Because I know, like I said, you're deep in the fashion business, you're deep in design. Who do you want to work with? What kind of collabs are you looking towards?
Shit, bro. I've been doing this shit for 10 years, bro. I've been doing this since I was 14.
Yeah.
Like, I remember I was just telling somebody the other day, like, we were on the phone, and I was like, bro, you remember when me, you, and my cousin and my other partner, we went after work and we went to go take our first pictures together. Like, we were like 14. Yeah. They were younger than me. And I was like, you know, it was my dream though. It was my vision, you know, and they believed in it. And like, it's crazy to think 10 years later, I'm polished. And like, I feel like a dinosaur in the best way, you know, like I feel like I'm very seasoned, you know, I'm a veteran at this point. And I feel like I'm very selective who I work with, and I'm very selective who I give my time and energy to, because I realize like this shit ain't for everybody, bro. You gotta be born, like you have to be born for this shit, bro. Yeah. And I think that's the only reason I've lasted so long when I went through all the things I went through, is because I'm born for this. Yeah. And like I haven't done any collabs. I did one collab, and it's with a brand named Painting Demons. Okay. And it's my guy, bro. We're not gonna get into all that, but it was crazy. That's the only collab I've done, and like those masks are like worldwide, bro. Those masks sold out in like a week, 2 weeks. Like everybody, like it's crazy though, bro. That's the only collab I've ever done, you know, and because it felt natural, it felt right, you know. That's my guy, and I haven't done any other collabs, and I don't really know if I really want to, you know. Okay. I don't know. We'll have to see how things line up, but I just, in a year or two, like at the pace I've been at, bro, like I see myself having $1 million, bro, and I've been saying it. Like I've been manifesting it, like in a good way though. I'm manifesting a way to get the $1 million. I'm not manifesting the money, you know. I'm not asking for the money. Yeah. Because that'll corrupt me in the end. Like I'm asking to find a way to get the money, you know. Yeah. And to do the right thing with it, you know. Yeah. And so I feel like in a year, like, and I'm managing my artist. My guy, his name's Glecko Keys. Like we've been through the mud, bro. Like, and I'm managing him, and like I'm just trying to show him, like, bro, like, you know, this is how we can do it, me and you. Like this is how we can push each other. We can push our shit, you know. Yeah. And so I'm living through him. He's living through me, you know, like, and we just trying to push this shit. Like, so in a year or two, like I said, I feel like this shit could be even bigger than it already is. Because I didn't
Yeah.
see any of this shit happening. I didn't see anything happening with like me and Cardi or me and Apollo. Like I didn't see any of these things happening to me, and then it happened. You know.
Yeah.
So who knows? In a year, bro, like I'll be so polished, even more polished. It'd be crazy.
You know, the thing is, like, I can tell just from our short conversation, man, you bring a certain degree of energy that's
Yeah.
kind of infectious, man.
Yeah.
People like whenever you talk about the fact that you're not sure if you want to collab. I mean, I don't know anything, dude. I'm not in the fashion world, but I would say, I mean, your ability to bring that energy, man, there's so many different amazing artists you could collaborate
Yeah.
with, man, and you could really like skyrocket to the moon. Like, I would strongly suggest collaboration going forward, man,
Yeah.
because you got the energy,
Yeah.
you got the style.
Yeah.
Just link up with somebody else who already has a big platform,
Yeah.
you know?
And it's just about, see, the thing with that is like, when I was young, I didn't understand when I'm dealing with these artists. I didn't see the other side of the business. I didn't
Sure.
see all these things that I know now. Like I called myself a boss, but was I really a boss when I was 18 or 19 when I first started? No. So when I say it now, it's a little different because I know
Yeah.
the business side and I understand that a lot of this shit is politics.
Yeah.
A lot of this shit is who you know, who you can do favors for, this and that. And there was a point in my life where I don't give a fuck about the politics. I don't care about catering to what you got going on, your agenda. If we can't come together, I don't care, you know?
Yeah.
And I just was building myself. You know, I wasn't
Yeah.
worried about a celebrity. I wasn't worried about linking up with a celebrity or styling a celebrity or sending out free clothes. I was like, I want to be the celebrity.
Yeah.
I want to be the guy that's, I was young, and I realized once you get certain things and you get certain notoriety, it comes with a certain level that you have to be ready for.
Sure.
It's a tool set that you have to have, you got to be sharp. And so, yeah, I'm definitely big on like the energy part for sure, because I know I'm born for this shit, and
Yeah.
I know that some people don't understand the power that they can have or have.
Yeah.
And I told you I believe in God, bro. And I understand what's going on. So I let God shine through me and show me who I need to work with and who
Yeah.
I don't need to work with. And this is crazy. We're doing this because I'm having a breakthrough.
Yeah.
Like the last month, I'm having a breakthrough to where like this is the most powerful I've ever felt in my life.
Yeah.
With my energy and like my craft. It's all coming together, bro. And it's crazy. And it's like now I'm here and it's all lining up. So you're right, for sure.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I can feel your energy coming through. So you told me you've got an artist you're managing.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about this artist?
Yeah, his name's Glecko Keys. It's my guy, bro. Like it's one of those things where like somebody like me, like if I really love you, I'll do anything for you. You know?
Yeah.
And I was born that way, and I think with Kieran, it was like that's his name, Kieran. I just think that when I met him, I saw myself in him, and I think he saw himself in me. And I think when I meet certain people and we have those relationships where it's immediate, I know it's God,
Yeah.
And like with Kieran, I got that from him immediately. I don't care what materialistics you had. I don't care if I'm bigger than you. I don't care if you're bigger than me. I don't care about any of that shit. It was just I felt like me and him had something immediately.
Sure.
And I always believed in his craft. I always believed in his sound. And I always would tell him, like, look, bro, you got this shit. You just got to push it, bro. Because I see your work ethic. It's like mine, you know? I see how passionate you are about your work, your craft, And, like, when I was younger, I couldn't. We still partners, of course. Like, that's my guy. But it's different now that, like, I'm in a managing role. It's a little different, 'cause
Different dynamic now.
I can do things for you that I couldn't do when I was 18, 19 when I met you.
Sure.
I could only tell you that, oh, bro, stay with me and we're going to, but now I can show you.
Yeah.
And I have another artist. His name is Port Jordan. He's not really pushing he's not really pushing, like, his agenda because he's, like, on the outskirts of things, but we grew up together. So, it's like my little brother.
Gotcha.
And when he's ready, it's his time, we're going to push it. It's really just people I grew up with, bro, and like people that I really love, and like I really see myself living through you because I understand I was born with a gift. I understand I was born with a certain talent and a certain, like, I understand these things, and I'm just living through them. And it's more than just the clothes, bro. It's just the day-to-day life. It's just
Yeah.
the like keeping you in check, you know. We
Yeah.
keep each other in check, you know. When you're doing something you shouldn't be doing, I'm not the type of person to let you keep doing it. I'm gonna tell
Sure.
you this is why this is how you're doing it. This is why you're doing it, and this is how we can fix it together.
Yeah.
You know, and that's as a manager, like I'm a brother.
Yeah.
I'm not just, you don't look at me as just like somebody who just, you know, like the business side, like, you know. So that's the only way shit will stay genuine, you know.
What does a day-to-day look like for a manager? I've always kind of been curious about that. Like, what does that look like?
Well, see, like me and him, he's not like my artist under contract, but
Yeah.
like I definitely have seen on the bigger scale of managing, like you're dealing with labels and you're dealing with like his life is your life. Like you got to
Yeah.
protect your asset, and
Yeah.
that's essentially what I'm doing. I'm protecting the asset, you know.
Yeah.
Like, and that starts on the day-to-day level, like who you're
Sure.
interacting with, who you're talking to, who you're giving your energy and your space and your time to. All those things matter because that'll affect your craft. That'll affect the way the music comes out. And like it's you have to be built for that because you're taking on a lot of energy and it's a lot of time and, you know, a lot of care. And like it's a lot easier for me because all the shit I'm getting, I'm just funneling it right back to you. Like if I'm getting the beats and I'm getting all these things from all these people because of the stuff that I've done for other people. Like I might send out a pack of free clothes for a big artist.
Yeah.
And that big artist might wear it, and then I might meet 2 or 3 other producers who make beats.
Yeah.
And I'm getting those beats and I'm giving them to him, and we're all building a connection together, genuinely.
Yeah.
And like I got some producers too I'm managing. Like I got 2 or 3 producers that are under me that I'm just showing them the game, bro, because I have an ear and an eye for music.
Yeah.
Like I can hear sounds and frequencies, and I know how to display that, and I know what sounds right and what doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm just helping shape because they're 18, 19. Like they're not my age. These producers are 18 or 19.
Isn't that crazy? You were at that point at one time. You were 18 or 19. You were the new kid on the block.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, you were 14 really when you
14,
started.
bro, yeah.
Now you're 10 years in the game. You're 24, so you're polished, man.
Yeah.
You're a vet at this. So now you're, as a 24-year-old, you're guiding these 18, 19-year-olds.
The way I wanted to be guided, but I realized like some people aren't born to get that guidance, you know? Some people are born to be the leader.
Yeah.
Some people have to go through the trenches of life and have to go through the worst things to come out seasoned, you know?
Yeah.
It'll make or break you. And I realize that if I'm the leader, then I have to live up to that.
Yeah.
I have to walk through that. I have to live that.
Yeah.
And I think that, I'm not going to lie, bro, and it sounds egotistical to people who don't understand the power of energy and the power of God.
Yeah.
Like, I'm at a point in my life now where, like, with my artists and my friends, like, they understand that, like, you know, we're all in this shit together. And I might know something that you don't know. And you might know something that I don't know. And that's what keeps the balance of the egos in this shit, you know?
Yeah.
And, it's just crazy, bro. I think that's what separates me from a lot of these other people out here. A lot of these designers and a lot of these artists and a lot of this and that is because I understand, you know?
Yeah.
And I've been through the spirit. We live in a spiritual world, bro. And I can see into that. I can feel into that. When I go to sleep, I can go, sir, it's crazy, bro. I don't want to sound crazy, but I understand like what I'm here to do.
Yeah.
And when it's over, I don't know when it'll be over, but when it's over, like, I want to be a legend, bro. I want to be somebody that you can look at and, like, you feel something.
Sure.
Like, when you put my clothes on, you can feel, like, you walk outside and everybody will give you compliments and give you energy and give you, because I'm feeding that confidence and that energy into my work.
And you had that feeling whenever you were on set in Atlanta.
Yeah.
You had that feeling when everybody was like, oh, shit, man, what are you rocking?
It's different. It's different than just that's hard. It's a different kind of...
It's a whole nother level.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. It really is, man. I feel you. I've never been on that level, but I can imagine what that feels like.
It's
man.
strong, bro.
That's got to be one hell of a drug, dude. You know? So let me ask you, right? The people at home, they're watching. They see your style. They want to copy your fit, man. Do you sell direct to people?
So the thing is, like, this is like my new era of like, I'm on some like business casual, like I'm on some castle attire, like mogul type, like, cause I feel so polished, bro. I feel so seasoned that like
Yeah.
I don't have to tell you. I'm trying to show you. Like I'm buying blazers and shit. Like I'm with mixed with like just it's just natural. Like I'm mixing things together, and because it's the energy, that's where it's taking me.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's not for everybody, like these pants, I'll sell the pants, but like this and this is like, But yeah, I've had a website since 2019. So yeah, bro, I sell the pieces I make. I make one-on-one stuff, and I make stuff that, you can make multiple of. And I push it,
Yeah.
And I realize if somebody wants to wear what I'm wearing, that's powerful, bro.
Yeah.
That means like you fuck with what I got going on, bro. And you want to support, And so yeah, I mean, some things are for like, when I got into making the clothes, I made the clothes for me.
Sure.
I made the clothes because this is what I want to wear. I didn't really care about if you wanted to wear it. I didn't get into this for the money, bro.
Yeah.
So like that's why it stayed pure, because I didn't come in this with an ultra motive or I want to this and this. The money came,
Yeah.
The money came, and that's when I
had
realized
the vision.
I had the vision,
Yeah.
And I stayed with the vision, and that's when I didn't see this shit being worldwide. I didn't see, bro. This is crazy. During COVID was my best year. Like from 2019 to probably well, no, it wasn't my best, honestly, because after COVID, that winter was crazy too. During COVID, I realized, like, bro, there's people in China buying my shit. There's people in Pakistan,
Wow.
in Europe. There's people in Canada, in Germany who are buying this shit, bro. And I'm not promoting my website. I'm not paying for promo.
Yeah.
I'm just wearing clothes and people are buying it, and we're just pushing it like that.
Yeah.
And I realized I have something there with that, bro.
Yeah.
That right there showed me, like, all right, like, either I'm gonna let this make me egotistical, or I'm gonna let this shape me into something that is like a legend,
Yeah.
It's gonna shape me into something like you can look at that and like you can study it,
Yeah.
I want to be something you can study when this is all done,
Yeah.
So
I feel you, man. I feel you. Can you shout out that website?
yeah,
just
it's
so people know.
rr-unlimited.com. So yeah, I'm pretty sure when you could probably just look up RR Unlimited and my shit'll pop up. Like
It'll come up.
Yeah, it'll pop up. So yeah.
Bet. Awesome, man. Well, before I let you go, man, any shout outs you want to give, your social media, we got your website. What do you want the people at home to know, man?
Man, I just think that I'm grateful for everybody that stayed down.
Yeah.
Through the long ups and downs, because a lot of people switch,
Yeah.
And I just want to thank everybody that believes in my vision, believes in, my craft, and believes in that my heart is pure, because it is. I want to thank everybody that supports, and through the ups and the downs and all the things. And I'm in a group called Molly World, so my first group that I ever really been a part of, and like I've been pushing that shit too. I want to shout out everybody that's in Molly World. I want to shout out everybody that gave me an opportunity, to showcase my talents to the world when I couldn't do it for myself, because everybody needs somebody.
Yeah.
And I want to shout out my parents, who believed in my vision, and sometimes it was hard to believe in the vision, but they stayed down. And yeah, I just want to shout out everybody that stayed down and, is still fucking with what we got going on, because this is for the people, I've given myself to the world. So
yeah.
And I want to thank God too, for that's the biggest thing is I want to thank God, because if without God I would not be here. Without God I wouldn't be able to talk this way, look this way, walk this way. This is all God. When you see me, you see God. Like God lives through me. I'm not saying I'm God, but you get what I'm saying, bro. Like saying. So yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So I know we shouted out RR Unlimited. Mm-hmm. Do you have any other socials though you want to shout out?
Yeah. So RR Unlimited is a closed page, but then I have a page called Pain X555, and that's where all my graphic design stuff is at. That's where all my like even more accolades and stuff that I don't really care about, but for the people who do, that's where all that other stuff is at. That's where all the tour work is at. That's where all like the graphic design stuff is at, because I make clothes and I do graphic design.
Yeah.
So that's where that's at. Payne X555. And then my main page is Nick Malan _. And then my closed page is RR _ unlimited. And my artist page is Glecko Keys. So yeah.
Bet. Awesome, man. Dude, this has been an amazing conversation. I'm so grateful that you came here.
Thank you for having me, bro.
You're very welcome, man. We got to do this again. This has been one of the best interviews I've had yet. It's been
fire.
amazing kind of getting this perspective. So thank you. Guys, if you like this episode, which I know you do, got to like, subscribe, share it. And the biggest thing you can do is tell people around Kansas City about what we're doing, bringing in artists, giving a platform, and most importantly, go follow Nick, okay? That's the big thing. So appreciate you guys very much. We'll see you on the next